What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. This is All Wings Everything, and you already know who I am. I'm your boy Spinelli, and I got another easy and delicious recipe for you today. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a spicy shrimp soup. Yep, probably never heard of it, but now you're gonna learn today. So I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're gonna use. So let's go ahead and start this roll call. We're gonna use some seafood stock. And right here I have some seafood seasoning. This is by Hunter's Seasoning and Dry Rub. Listen, this guy has some amazing seasoning. I haven't tried his seafood seasoning yet, but I did try the smoked buffalo and it is amazing, guys. I'm gonna leave his information in the video description. Go check him out. Now, if you don't have any seafood seasoning, you can use regular salt and pepper or salt and white pepper, or you can find you like an Old Bay seasoning that'll work also. We're gonna use some butter, dry thyme, dry oregano, some tomato sauce, garlic cloves, flour, all-purpose white flour, fresh cilantro, half of a medium yellow onion, 2 limes, jalapeno peppers, bay leaves, chicken stock, and the star of our show, our shrimp. So these are the ingredients. Let's go ahead and continue. So the ingredients has been measured out. Let me tell you what we have in measurements. I have a pound of shrimp. Right here's about 20 shrimp, maybe a little bit over a pound, but it's 20 shrimp. I have 3 cups of chicken stock, 2 cups of seafood stock, a half a teaspoon of oregano, 4 tablespoons of butter, a half of onion chopped. I have 1 jalapeno pepper sliced, 1 jalapeno peppers cut lengthwise, 6 garlic cloves crushed, tablespoon of flour, 1 cup of tomato sauce, 2 limes half, teaspoon and a half of seafood seasoning, 1/4 of a teaspoon of thyme, and 3 bay leaves here. Now we also have our fresh cilantro, but that's for garnishment, so you can figure out how much you need of that. So guys, let's go ahead and continue. All right, so to get started, what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat up our pan. Let's get this cooktop on. And we're gonna take our butter. We're gonna turn it up a little bit just so we can get our butter melted. So we're gonna add our butter. And as our butter starts to melt, what we're gonna do is we wanna turn that down because we don't want to brown our butter. We're gonna come behind it with our onions and our crushed garlic. And we're going to turn, like I said, we turned our fire down, our heat down a little bit, and we're gonna saute these babies for about 5 minutes. Remember, you don't wanna burn your butter, so we're just gonna saute them for about 5 minutes. All right, guys, so it looks like we're looking good right here. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna come and add our flour. And we're gonna get this cooked in here, same way for about another minute. And now we're gonna add our 1 cup of tomato sauce, I'm sorry. And we're gonna cook this in here and make sure we get out all the lumps of the flour, maybe for a couple seconds. Yeah, and we just wanna make sure there are no lumps from the flour butter mixture. And see right up in here, you can start kind of scraping the bottom a little bit, not real hard, but a little bit to get some of that off the bottom. See how this is coming out really well right now. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding our stock. So I'm gonna come over here with our chicken stock. Next, our seafood stock. And we're gonna get that mixed up real quick. And now we're gonna start adding the rest of our ingredients. Well, not the rest of them, but some of our ingredients. So you wanna add our jalapenos. Now guys, make sure if you don't want the seeds in it, you don't have to put the seeds in it. If you don't want it, spicy, but this is a spicy shrimp soup. So I'm gonna add my whole jalapeno in there with the seeds, the oregano, the thyme, bay leaves, and the seafood seasoning. And now we're gonna get this baby mixed up like this. So we're gonna bring this up to boil now because we want this to start boiling. All right, so now we have it up to a boil. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna reduce it down to medium heat and we're gonna partially cover it and we're gonna let it cook for 30 minutes and we'll be right back. Make sure, guys, don't cover it all the way. Partially cover it like this, leave a little opening in it, and for 30 minutes and we'll be right back. All right, so we are 30 minutes in. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna remove our jalapenos and bay leaves, All right, now I've removed our bay leaves and our jalapenos. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna squeeze some fresh lime juice in here. And while we're doing this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crank up the heat because I wanna go ahead and bring this back up to a boil. And guys, this is a good time also while after you squeeze your lemon in here and you get it, the heat back up, or even before you get the heat back up, you can give it a taste test to see if you need any salt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stir this just a little bit, and I'm going to see if I'm gonna need a little salt on this. Let me find me a spoon. So I can add a little dash of salt in mine right here, maybe a teaspoon. And now that we have that back up to a boil like this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding our shrimp. And we're gonna let this boil for about 2 minutes, making sure that the shrimp are cooked thoroughly. All right, so it looks like we are there. Man, take a look at this. We're about 2 minutes in, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill the heat on this. Wow, take a look at that. All right, so let me go ahead and scoop this in a bowl. And there you have it, guys. Spicy shrimp soup. Yes, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, hey man, this looks so delicious. And you're right, it looks delicious. I already know it tastes delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and get into quality control because I wanna test it out and let you guys know my thoughts on it. So let's go ahead, let's go. All right, so now it's time for quality control. You already know the best part of the show for me. So I'm gonna try to get our, just see a little bit. I'm not gonna tilt it over because we're not about to spill all these good groceries. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start, but before I start, let me say this. How you wanna eat this is, you really wanna eat this over a bed of rice, or add you some white rice into it, make sure the whole meal, or you could just eat it like this, the broth and just the shrimp and the jalapenos, you can do that, but you can make it a whole meal if you just throw the rice over. So I didn't make any rice yet, I'm gonna make that later, but just for the sake of quality control, because we know what rice tastes like, right? So let me get some of this broth, see what it tastes like. Absolutely delicious. And that additional salt I added, toward the end, that definitely worked. I didn't add any additional salt after that, so it's doing pretty good. So let me get one of these with a jalapeno. Guys, that jalapeno, you guys want to add that. It's not that hot. And remember, I did add some of that fresh cilantro too. I didn't say that, but guys, take a look at how this. Look at that. It's so delicious. So let me try one of these shrimp, along with the. Let me try one of these shrimp. Make sure they taste pretty good too. Shrimp on point. Guys, the measurements and the ingredients are all in the video description below. So go ahead, check that out. Also, pick up that All Wings Everything merch, the ebook. Everybody that's been supporting me, appreciate it. All the members that have been supporting me, I appreciate it. And until then, I'm your cook, Spinelli. This is All Wings Everything. And remember, I'm not a chef. I just cook a lot. And I am out. Peace.